cherished ducklings. How are you, my babies? Listen, I want to first thank you for all the darling emails and fan gifts and stuff you've been sending. If you feel like, I'll post my PayPal and Venmo tip jar on my page if you feel like paying for my parakeet food. I have parakeets. I know, but they're adorable. Their names are Marvin and Tony. Tony's the girl. And I love them. They're dumber than a box of rocks. Anyway, so the other interesting thing is I've been getting a lot of lovely emails this week, and thank you guys so much. Just in case you feel like getting in touch, my website is Peri Lyons, P-E-1-R-I, like periwinkle, Lyons, Lyons, at gmail.com, and my website is perilyons.com. Get in touch. I always answer within 3 to 6 months. But what was adorable this week is I got 4 emails from you, cherished ducklings, saying that I reminded you of the woman who starred in Bewitched, Elizabeth Montgomery. Most of you are too young to remember it. I'm too young to remember it, but I have watched it. And what I wanted to tell you is that there's a reason for that. And what a sweet thing to say. Thank you so much. But the reason I might look like her is my grandfather. Her father was a big movie star in the 30s and 40s named Robert Montgomery. And my grandfather was brought out to Hollywood in the 30s to be a replacement for Robert Montgomery because he looked just, hi, Amanda in White Oak, Texas. I'll be with you in 5 minutes after I finish telling this completely random and irrelevant story. Amanda, can you hang out and give me your positive energy, which you have so much of, while I do my tarot for the week? Will you do that for me, baby?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Thank you, because your energy is very important to me. Thank you. Anyway, so my grandfather was brought out to Hollywood to be like a replacement for the star Bewitched's father, Robert Montgomery. Anyway, and my mom looked so much like Elizabeth Montgomery that when I was little, when I'd be home for school and there would be reruns of Bewitched, I thought it was my mom because my uncle was a TV actor. So I was just used to people I knew in my family showing up in TV. He played Marilyn Munster's boyfriend on the Munsters, among other things. Anyway, why am I telling you this? I don't know. But for the 4 people who said, oh, you remind me of the lead in Bewitched. So that's why. Thank you, and I adore you. And we're just going to quickly do the tarot psychic weather for the week. Now, you guys know that if you're watching this, there's a reason you're watching it. And the reason is not just because, like, Dateline's on repeat tonight. Although that's fine if that's a reason. But the reason is if you're watching this, there's a message here for you, even if you don't think there is. So I'm going to draw 3 cards from my enormous cardboard box of 500 cards. And the cards are about this week, starting today, going till next Wednesday. So the first card is the beginning of the week. The second card is the middle of the week. And the third card is the end of the week. And one thing I've noticed is that, even for me, this is accurate. I'll be in the middle of a week and I'll be like, wait a minute, didn't I just say something about this in the last show? So just so you know, I'm accurate. I also would like to share with you that a movie star friend just texted me. I had done a reading for her boyfriend in June, in which I'd said, you're getting, for some reason, $300,000 in mid-October. And she called me to say he just got, because of a thing I won't go into, he got $300,000, which is coming in tomorrow. So it's always nice to have like one's accuracy and ego. Not that I have one, reinforced. And as you guys might know from the press I've been getting and all that stuff, I have a 87 to 93% accuracy rate. Not to brag, but oh yeah, wait, that's bragging. Okay. All right, Amanda, darling, stay there, and I'm going to draw the cards for the week. The first card. Wow. Oh, that's interesting. One second. The first card is from a brand new deck. It's so brand new, I can't even remember the name of it, but this is what it looks like on the outside. And if you go to my Facebook page, Peri Lyons on Facebook, I will tell you who did the deck. Anyway, so the first card is very interesting. It says that you already have the answers. So the voyage that you're on, the voyage of like, I've got to change, I've got to fix myself, I've got to do this, you're already the best version of yourself there possibly is. Just give yourself credit. Take a deep breath and ask higher power to help you, because that always works. And for all my atheist friends out there, you can take a deep breath and ask random fluctuations in the space-time continuum to give you answers. But I happen to believe that there's a beautiful, infinite intelligence and love that created us, loves each of us, knows each of us personally, and wants the best for us. So what I like to do occasionally is just close my eyes and say, dear big love, please just give me the answer to this. Thank you. Amen. And whatever I receive tends to be not always what I want to hear, but the right thing. Okay. So the first card is, you might be going on a voyage soon. You might be going just away for the weekend or just for a little, couple days away. But what it's saying is that the question that you have about yourself has already been answered. You have the answer. Just ask for it. The second card, this is fascinating. It's from a different deck. I will reference this deck on my Facebook page, but this is the Fool card. It's the 0 card, and it means that you're about to, this is midweek, you're going to make a decision. And sometimes, it's good just to make a decision in order to make a decision, because just moving forward is the answer. Because if you move forward rather than staying in bed with the covers over your head, not that I've ever done that, him, just making a decision of any kind, even if it's just like going outside and taking a walk, or taking a class, or deciding to accept your daughter's new husband, even though you don't like him, as part of the family, and deciding to love him anyway. Whatever decision you make, what the Fool card says is you're beginning a whole new journey. And it's a protected, loved, and important journey. So midweek, you're going to, whatever you do midweek, it's going to have lovely consequences that are going to take you a whole 10 steps up in your frequency. Got it? Good. Okay, and the last, oh, I love this card. Woo! Okay, excuse me. The Chariot card. Can you see that? The Chariot card is a charioteer. We can't tell what gender this person is. That's okay. It's drawn by a black and white phoenix. What this card means is victory. It usually means victory in some aspect of your life that's female-led. So a woman, or you, if you're a woman, or identify as a woman, or look like a woman every second Wednesday, whatever. This card has to do with the black phoenix represents commerce, represents business. The white phoenix represents artistic inspiration. So something that you're involved in or may want to be involved in that has to do with making money artistically, or something that has a creative aspect to it, is going to have so much victory and success around it. We love that. We love success. We love victory. I like phoenixes. Phoenixes? I'm sorry, there's sphinxes. Excuse me. Sphinxes. Sphinxes. Oops, sphinxes. So to sum up, the beginning of the week is you having a question that you already have the answer to. Go inside, take a deep breath, take 5 minutes, get in touch with your higher self, ask for an answer. You will get one. And usually the problem that you're facing has the answer contained in it, right? I know that's a little deep, but you'll figure it out. The second card, midweek, is the Fool card, which is beginning. It's not being foolish at all. It's taking a chance. It's beginning. It's making a decision, whatever that decision is, just making a decision to take your life forward. It's going to take your frequency up at least like 10 bits. I don't know what you call frequency bits. And then the last card is a success card, and something to do with both business and creativity. And let me know at perilyons@gmail.com. You can always talk to me. I'm always here. Well, I'm not always here. I occasionally sleep and eat and try to train my parakeets. But pretty much aside from that, I'm always here. So let me know how those came true for you this week. Amanda, my Texas angel, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good. I don't know why, but I just friggin' love people from Texas.
Thank you.
I don't know
Well,
what
hey,
it is
y'all.
about that.
Hey, everybody. And I just got to say, I already know you're spot on.
What's that?
Because everything, I just got to say, everything I already know is spot on. Because I already feel it, just like you told me, just in the positive vibes. I already see it. I can feel it, and it's a manifestation. And like you said, you know the answers. And it's just manifestation,
awesome.
Let's go.
Well, I can feel your question. I'm going to ask you when your birthday is. You don't have to tell me the year, because if you don't ask me mine, I won't ask you yours. But I do love to connect to people through your birthday. So what are you, my angel?
The year?
No, just the day and the month. You can tell me the year. But
oh, no, I'm a Gemini.
I think you're young enough,
so
that's fine.
I was 1980. I'm a Gemini, 1980.
Oh, look at you, Geminis. Oh, Geminis are so fabulous. You guys have been getting a bad rep lately in like all the popular sort of astrology things. Can I just say, totally untrue. Geminis are fabulous. Are you like the 19th? Or are you the end of Gemini?
I'm the 12th.
Okay. You're the last 10 days of Gemini is what I was getting.
Yes.
So Gemini, Libra. So you're the Aquarius part of Gemini.
Yes, I am.
By the way, I have so many friends with that birthday. That's such a great birthday. So
yes.
Let me feel what your question is. I really like you.
I like you too.
Well, thank you. If you're ever in Brooklyn, come by. I'll buy you a drink.
Oh, it's in Brooklyn?
Huh?
Yeah, yeah. So you up in Brooklyn?
Mm-hmm. Brooklyn. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. And I was just watching them out at the murders in the building, and I was thinking about like New York, what it must be like in a blackout,
Oh, you were in the blackout in
You
Brooklyn?
No,
Oh
I
my
said,
gosh, I
no,
was
sorry, you.
too. Oh my
I
gosh,
was
this is
watching
wild.
Selena Gomez at the Arcadia, and I'm thinking, wow, what a blackout must be in New York, because I was so worried about all them people, and so it'd just be a lot different because I've got my little
This is
surroundings, but I don't have
wild.
to be surrounded.
It's a very,
Yes.
it's to be in a blackout in New York, people would think like, oh, it's so scary. It was so wonderful. I went to a friend's house, and then we'll get to you in a second. I promise. We'll get up, but I was at the time married to a famous artist, fine artist, and his best friend had this freezer
Are you
filled with
kidding me?
meat.
Have you watched that show?
Which show? Wait.
Oh, the Only Murders in the Building.
Oh, right. Okay, right.
Okay, with the artists and stuff. I'm just saying it's a good show, and that's why I thought it was cute because
Oh my
it's in
gosh,
Brooklyn.
Only Murders in
And
the
I said
Building.
that's
That's my
cute
favorite
because
show in the world. That show is the most New York show. That show is how I grew up. All of my friends lived in apartment buildings like that. My best friend lived in that building. I grew up like meeting, Martin Short and Steve Martin occasionally. But that is such a great show, and I'm so in love with everybody in the cast. Anyway, so let's get to you because you have two questions in your mind. So let's deal with the first one. What's the one I'm seeing in the top of your brain there?
Well, my top of my brain is my hill.
I'm sorry?
I said on top of my brain is with my health and what my future outlook is.
Your health. Okay. You've been diagnosed with something that seems, first of all, get a second and a third opinion. And legally, just so you know, I'm not allowed to really give medical advice because this is for entertainment purposes only. I am a doctor's daughter, and I started out as a medical intuitive. What I will say is this has something to do with, does it have something to do with your immune system? What?
I think so. I think it may, my real gut instinct is with my rheumatoid arthritis. I think it has a lot to do with it, like
like rheumatoid arthritis, right?
It's autoimmune. My mother had lupus, and my twin actually has got the MS side, and I got the rheumatoid arthritis side, which is like a silent thing.
I hear you, baby. Every morning I wake up, I have to talk to my hand for 5 minutes before it starts working.
Yes.
Do you have a good doctor that you trust and you go to?
I do have a doctor, yes.
Okay, because if not, honestly,
I just had a diagnosis and I've been sick.
Yeah, you have been sick, and it feels to me like you have something, not only the rheumatoid arthritis, but it also feels to me like you might have something, and this is obviously just for entertainment purposes only, but I would ask your doctor to test you for, I want to say Guillain-Barré syndrome or Epstein, what?
You say Guillain-Barré?
Guillain-Barré, yeah.
Okay.
And for the Epstein-Barr virus, it feels to me like you have something that is sort of in your blood system. I feel very strongly that this is something you're going to get much better from. Get a second opinion, go to your doctor, and let's go to something that I can't be sued for. But I can tell you that you come from a family that on the one, tell me if this is right, but on the one half of your family, people die young. On the other half, people live to be 105, and even then you have to kill them with sticks. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not recommending that you kill people in your family with sticks, just so you know. Although you're welcome to do that. It's my family.
Well, yeah, I just feel like it's really an autoimmune. I feel like it's autoimmune. And
that's what I'm saying. Yes, exactly. The autoimmune thing is exactly what I'm talking about. That is the Epstein-Barr syndrome. Did you have, when you were a kid, we used to call it the kissing disease?
Never had mono.
What was it called? Mono.
I did kiss.
Did you have mono?
No. No.
Okay.
No, but
I would go to your doctor. I would go to your doctor and get tested for Epstein-Barr or something like that, because that's the first thing that sprang to mind is something, and I feel like it's really treatable. You know, they give you IV antibiotics, and, you know, after a week of that, you're suddenly dancing around singing, "Everything's coming up roses." I mean, you don't have to do that.
I did.
So what's the second question, quickly?
Well, I'm just thinking about a granddaughter. I'm thinking about a granddaughter.
Oh.
My fear is just dying too young before I got to be a great-grandmother, and because my mother died before she was a great-grandmother, and she was only not even barely into her 60s, and I'm just, my oldest is 23, already has one son, and I'm thinking, I just really want to have another baby, a little girl, will my daughter have the twins? Which I guess I already told her she's having the twins, but
she's having the plan that what?
Grow them kids up so they hurt having some babies, and hoping for another just 20 years at least, because time isn't promised. You know, if just like the life expectancy in my family is only like to 63.
Well, remember what I said? That on one side of your family, people die young. On the other side, people live to be 150, and then you have to kill them with sticks.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna be like my grandma.
No, you're not. You're from the other. You're from the side of the family that, like, let me go get my stick. Hold on. Oh no, wait. We have 3 minutes, so I'm gonna say I'm gonna say a bunch of stuff really fast. Does your daughter already have a son?
My son has a son.
Your son has a son. Okay, so that's the grandson I was getting. Excuse me.
Yeah, he's not graduated high school yet, but is about to.
Right. Does he have an adorable name? What's his first name?
My son's name is Logan.
Oh, that's very nice. And what's your grandson's name?
Rager.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's
his name is Rager.
Oh, that is the cutest name I've ever heard. So just so you know, you're going to have 2 grandsons and 3 granddaughters, and all of them take after the side of the family that lived to be 150 million years old, and then, of course, kill them with sticks. We've got 2 minutes. I'm going to talk really fast.
Okay.
Ranger is the cutest name I've ever heard. What's your granddaughter's name?
I don't have a granddaughter yet. I'm hoping for one.
Oh, you're going to? Oh.
Well, that's going to happen. So you told me I'm getting 3, so okay.
11 months. Is she pregnant?
No.
Then give it 2 months. For God's sakes, how long has she been married?
Daughter too.
Or with somebody? Oh, no, you're going to, I guarantee. And I guarantee, and and as I said, my website is perilyons.com, and I want you to get back to me because I love being right. You're going to have a granddaughter in 11 and a half months.
Yay.
Bingo, end of story. And she's going to be oh my God. And by the way, you're the prettiest thing. I mean, I can't see you through like the show, but I can see with my heart's eye, you are the prettiest thing ever. And your granddaughter's actually going to look very much like your mom, who is very petite and looked like a little, like a Valentine. Is that correct?
Okay, yes.
Yes? Is that a yes? Can I hear a yes?
Yes, yes. My mom, it would be a Valentine.
I'm sorry, your mother, your mother was just like this perfect little Valentine. And you are so pretty. You and your granddaughter, she'll be around 11 and a half months. She's going to have a very traditional name, like a queen's name, like Elizabeth or Catherine or Anne or something like that. She's and she is just she's going to be your mini-me, and you are going to love her so much. I can't even. So you're fine. There's no curse in your family. You come from the side of your family where everybody lives to be 150 million years old. Tune in next week, and I just adore you. And my cherished ducklings, come back next week, 9 p.m. live. Mwah. I love you, and I'm here for you, baby. And I'm right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, baby.